Nintendo's biggest market is North America, and the United States has been among the most aggressive companies in getting back economically, getting vaccinations out.
Another very strong quarter, but how long can this last when people are no longer stuck at home with economies starting to reopen?
Yeah, that's a really good question, but we can probably look at recent history for kind of a guidance there. One of Nintendo's biggest markets is North America, and the United States has been among the most aggressive companies in getting back economically, getting vaccinations out, and moving to that post-pandemic new lifestyle and economics. And the fact is, Nintendo's earnings over that quarter have shown real strength. So it kind of tells us that, yes, the pandemic boosted earnings over the past year, for sure, but the company's enduring strength is also in the quality of its content, the quality of its games. So there's more than one driver there. It wasn't purely the pandemic that's led it to these runaway outperformances of estimates.
So analysts are calling the next year's forecast as extremely conservative. Is there a real chance that the chip shortage could play out in the way that they're worried about?
Probably not. Nintendo, like most Japanese companies, tends to be super conservative at the start of the year with its forecast, give itself some room both to outperform, so that looks good at the end of the quarter and the year, and also to raise forecasts. Now, we do have it on people familiar basis behind the scenes that Nintendo is planning to produce more Switch consoles than it has in terms of its sales forecast. It is also aiming to sell more software than the goal is set. So Nintendo itself admits that its real targets are a bit higher than the ones it's listed in its forecasts.
So Vlad, the semiconductor shortage, will Nintendo be able to produce enough consoles to satisfy demand?
Probably. I would say, given the fact that the component shortages that Nintendo has faced haven't just emerged, they've been there for a while. The company has said they've challenged production in recent months. But the console is aging, so at least for the current Switch console, things look like they'll be manageable for Nintendo. It's getting into its fifth and sixth year in the market. But the company is planning, hasn't announced, but is planning an upgraded version of the console, and that might actually be more limited in availability. That's coming in the latter half of the year.